Today we're going to take you on a little tour of the stuff we're going to be racing this weekend.
Wow, Blondie is such an awesome trail.
Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel. I'm Sid.
I am Mackie.
And we are here today at Grand Targhee Resort
Which
in
is
Wyoming.
Really exciting. It's
and
a
we're
really beautiful looking
stoked
mountain.
to be here. Heard a lot of good things. Today we're going to take you on a little tour of the stuff we're going to be racing this weekend, which we've never seen, so this is our first time seeing it. See some of their XC trails, some of the downhill trails, and hopefully give you a good idea of what this place is about.
This past weekend we raced at Jackson Hole, which is just over the mountains. This weekend we're racing at Grand Targhee, and it sounds like Grand Targhee has put more infrastructure into their biking. Like everyone we've talked to is like, Grand Targhee is so awesome. Like we've never really gone to Jackson Hole. And so like we had a blast at Jackson Hole. So if Grand Targhee is that much better,
we're pretty excited.
Pretty excited.
Should be pretty fun.
So this is a trail called, what is it, Tall Cool One? They named it after Sid. It's a bi-directional trail and it's their new trail. And we are gonna race down it. Since you can't really get to the top from the chairlift, we figured we should just pedal up it and then we get to see it twice.
We're climbing up Tall Cool One, and that right there is Blondie DH. And we're just discussing how awesome it looks. It looks like fresh cut, loamy, steep. This was such a nice climbing trail that we overachieved and ended up going higher than the start of Tall Cool One. So we're gonna swoop back down to the first road crossing, which is apparently where it starts.
I'm in a really little gear. Conk. Not terribly, yeah, mine feels slow too. Is it because it's cold? Which way do I turn it? To faster. All right.
Ready?
Avalanche! You brought down like half the hillside. Woo! You feel like you're dipping your bar like into the side of the hill on some of those turns. That's a little scary. Ah! Ah!
Look at this view.
Even with the smoke.
Even with the smoke. This mountain is huge.
It's a very wide mountain.
It is a really wide mountain, and it rolls as opposed to being like a kind of continuous slope all the way down. It's really cool. Well, it looks like we are about to ride off the edge of the world, but we are actually gonna go ride Rock Garden DH.
Yeah.
beautiful turn. I didn't like barely use my brakes. Woo! Ah! Pumped.
Yeah.
What a cool trail.
Oh yeah. Sticks and Stones Trail is so cool. That's definitely the favorite that we've been on yet, at least for me.
For sure.
For you too?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like rocky, but there's flow to it, and it's just, oh man, that is such a cool run.
I think that's going into my current favorite trail status. The rotating award.
Yes.
But best trail we've ridden in a while for sure. That was super fun. What'd you think, Dad?
Oh, that was pretty spectacular.
How are your hands?
My hands are, I don't know, I'll tell you when I can feel them again.
We basically have one more run in the park that we haven't tried, or one more stage. And then the last stage is like over off the side of the park, and it's harder to get to and harder to get back from. So I think we're just gonna do maybe a couple more laps on this side and then go over and do that one, because you can actually take another trail, Mill Creek, is that right?
Yeah.
Mill Creek, down basically to our campground. First we gotta go ride Blondie, which looked really cool. That was the one that we saw from the very first trail that we rode today. Wow, Blondie is such an awesome trail. It's obviously fresh cut. I don't know how fresh, but it's got to be pretty fresh. Like, it's steep, it's like beautiful, loamy, like it's gonna be dusty, but it's not terrible. And oh man, it is so much fun. It reminds me of some of the like BC Whistler stuff that we got to race in EWS's in the past.
It's like EWS stuff, but like not quite as terrifying.
Yeah, it's, well, I feel like it's
dry.
newer. Yeah, and newer, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because I feel like this, after a couple of years, will get pretty beat up. But as is, it is primo. I'll follow you following your dad.
This is insane! I didn't look up the last time, apparently. Wow, this view! Look up if you can! We're riding right into the Tetons. Dad's pace is a little bit better for mountain viewing than what we were doing before. Yoo-hoo! Wait, hold on, stop! Dad! This is Sidewinder, not Grand Traverse. I hope you're right about that.
No, I am, dude. Now we gotta get some catchers.
Yes, we do. Ooh, I like this one. Sorry, I thought maybe we were going the wrong way, but we weren't.
Oh, good. Okay, cool.
So we've ridden everything that we could from the chairlift. Now we are going up to Peaked Trail, not peaked, peaked, like you're looking a little peaked. To get there requires a little bit of climbing on the road. But then after Coulter's Escape, there's a trail that'll take us all the way down to the road that our campsite's on. So we've got a heck of a descent ahead of us. I'm pretty excited. You pretty excited?
Pretty excited.
Yeah! Jim's pretty excited.
Trail with the aspen and everything. Oh, it's so cool.
All right, so this is Mill Creek, which is going out of the resort boundary and into the Forest Service. We are not racing this, but we get to ride this all the way down.
What an amazing day.
That was so fun.
I feel like we get to ride our bikes a lot. We get to ride in some really cool places. This one is high on my list of like favorite days this year.
Yeah, so let's give the stats there.
Yeah, so 4 hours and 1 minute
Of riding. We stopped for lunch and
we didn't include lift time.
So really we've been going since like 9:30. So we almost worked a 9 to 5 today.
Yeah. 1,300 feet of climbing, 9,500 feet of descending,
Whoop, whoop.
and 24.5 miles. And just all of those trails that we rode are really quite fun.
Very fun. And then to get to end it, like descend all the way down back to the campground, pretty sweet.
Yeah, and then Jim, Sid's dad, kindly volunteered to either pedal or if he can find a ride, get a ride back up to the top and get the van so that we can get back to camp and relax a little bit.
Save our legs a bit for this weekend.
Yeah, because...
Also, he's the Energizer Bunny, so he just wants to keep going.
Yeah, he is the Energizer Bunny, it's true. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. If you ever get a chance to go up and ride at Grand Targhee, we highly recommend it. And yeah, stay tuned for next Monday's video, which will be our race here at Grand Targhee. And hopefully it goes well. So thanks for tuning in. We will see you guys next time. And don't forget to be more awesome.